With Halloween coming up, it's the perfect time to talk about art and horror depiction. What makes an artwork scary? How to draw a scary character? And who influenced my horror related artworks? Hello everyone, I am Shelvs, your host. Welcome to another episode of Sunday Expo. I know it has been a long time since I have uploaded my latest episode of the series, but I assure you, I will make up for it with this cool episode. Before we start with the show, I want you to give me a like to encourage me to keep making the show, and also please sub and have your notification bell on for more videos. The work in the background is a concept art of a gluttony demon. I am doing this for a contest. This is a scary tiny monster which causes its victim to eat anything without stopping. It's a way for you to die. Just you're gonna be eating a lot of stuff and you can't stop eating, and this may cause you to die if you don't find a cure. That's the backstory for this character. Okay, let's talk about what makes an artwork scary. Most of you have watched horror movies and went to bed with your lights on. You might make sure your windows are closed, or in some extreme cases, sleep with a knife nearby just to be safe. But really, what makes you scared of a fictional work? What triggers fears in your mind? Well, we are usually scared of the things we don't know or can't see. If you can't see something, how are you going to defend yourself against it? If you don't know what it is, who knows what it might do to you? For an artwork to make a viewer ask themselves those questions, it has to have some shred of reality. Concept artists and visual effect artists usually try to make a monster as realistic as possible. They may make the monster walk like a man or other animals. It may scream like your mean neighbor's dog when it's attacking. The monster usually have some physical or mental resemblance to us humans. Then they take that reality and add a touch of abnormality to it, which is one of the best formula in creating horror characters or projects. For example, you may have some extra pair of eyes or extra pairs of limbs, preferably with claws, just to make it weird, make the character or the monster weird. The motif of a monster can also make it scarier. For example, if you draw a monster enjoying a bowl of human soup with a sticker and you see the bones and everything and skull of human beings, in the soup and all that, it would make the monster much scarier if you drew that monster with just a knife in his hands. Motive. Another way motive could help is when you draw the character and its motive are hidden. You're looking at the character and it has this facial expression, this smile, this wink, this evil stance this character has. That's one way to make the character scary. So you can use facial expression to make a character scary. The last thing you can use is the pose of the character, or in the case of a movie, the perspective or use of low angles or worm view angle to give the character a more empowered image or a more empowered stance. You can make a generally normal character look intimidating by lowering the perspective. How to draw a scary character. I have talked about the low view angle, which is when you are looking up to something in a drawing or a painting or a movie, when the the viewer's perspective is they are looking from down to something up, something higher, something greater than them. Now I want to talk about tone. Horror is usually dark, and they use a lot of cold tones. The cold tones would include the following colors: the greens, the blues on the color palette. Those tones can psychologically trigger a response from the viewer. For my piece, I will be using warm tones because the goal of my creation, the gluttony demons, is not to cause the viewer to vomit, but to intimidate and retain his attention. Yes, using warm colors in an art piece is the best way to make a viewer focused on one portion of the artwork. So, yeah, I'm going to use warm colors for my character. The warm color I'm going to use for this character would be red, blood red, because it's associated with the devil, giving the character a dose of wickedness. The monster you are viewing me drawing in the background is extremely attractive, and yet she has an eye growing out of her forehead and 2 pairs of horns. Making a scary character that triggers the sexual instinct of the viewer is a good way to make him feel vulnerable and to make him feel a bit guilty. My goal was not to scare the crap out of you, the viewer, with this work I'm doing in the background, but to make you uncomfortable and make you your own enemies. My goal would be to make you creep yourself. Remember, it's a food fairy demon. If it looks deformed and gross, you might not want to eat. If you see this character, it might not have the influence that I wanted to have on you, which is you seeing this character and it causes you to eat anything you can find until you die and choke on your vomit. It's a simple character, but with a very malice intent behind it. I think I did not make this character scary enough. When I got the time, I'm gonna go back to the drawing board and work on the concept art to make the character a bit more intimidating and scarier. This character looked like one of the relative of Hellboy. If you guys read the Hellboy comic, say hello in the comment section. Well, I am going to add some skull in the fruits she's standing on. And the reason I have like this bowl of fruit like as a foreground and some candy in the background is a way for me to give you a sense of scale for this character. This character is not a really big character. And remember when I said pose can make a character intimidating? The way I drew this character, I drew it for many reasons that way. One, it looks sexy, and second, you're viewing this character at a warm view angle, so it is kind of intimidating and makes you feel a little bit small, despite the fact that it is a really, really, really small creature that I just created for a contest I'm participating in. I like the way this character turned out too. She's not terrifying like my previous works, such as the hybrid xenomorph and necromorph, and I don't remember what other scary work that I did, but the fact that she reminds me of one of my favorite BPRD agent makes her extremely cool. Who influenced my arts? I grew up watching Tim Burton movies. I like his artworks, but for this artwork specifically, I was inspired by the works of Mike Magnola. I don't know how his name is actually pronounced. I hope I'm not butchering it. He's the creator behind Hellboy comic. That's what I know him for. And also, I really like H.R. Geiger's work with the Necronomicon. I love his concept art for Alien. I love his works and stuff like that. I really get inspired by his work, and also I like the necromorph in Dead Space. It's some sort of distorted corpse, and it's intriguing, to see those simple human organs being deformed in such a way that they are dead people or people with their stomach open on an autopsy table. is not a really good sight, but to make this even worse, it takes a special kind of skill. That's the kind of work that influenced my artwork when I think of horror projects that I'm working on. For example, the one I'm working for this Halloween. However, despite the fact that I really like this period of the year, Halloween, and I like horror related medias, I play video games, horror related, and I watch a lot of horror movies. I am not interested in watching the new Soul movie they announced. I am not interested in the Soul movie. To me, it's like a torture porn movie. There's like no actual context. The characters are weak, and the mastermind behind those traps is philosophy. Fucking hell, man! You talk about ridiculous characters. I'm hating on the movie. I don't like it at all. I'm not interested in watching it. I would rather watch another shitty horror movies that I watch. I don't remember shitty movies. I would rather watch Scooby-Doo 1 100 times than watch a Soul movie. Every time I watch this series, the Soul shit series, it makes me feel like I'm going to puke, because it's only body horrors happening for no bloody reason. But it's like, to me, Soul feels like watching a stupid effed up TV show, and I don't watch those kind of crap. So that's my idea on Soul. That's the only thing I don't like with horror. I don't like torture porn movies. I like horror movies with horrible imageries, gross stuff, but they have to have a good context. In short, I want to say that I've been influenced by concept artists, special effect artists, and video game artists. I often spend minutes analyzing cover art for games, cover art for movies, and all that. I really like doing that. I really like checking out concept art books for games online and other related medias. I really like that. I really like checking how an artist created a creature and defined it and breathed life to it. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode and enjoy your Halloween. Stay safe, and I hope I win the contest. And before you go to bed tonight, make sure there's no monster under it. Ciao, people. See you for the next episode. I'm out.